Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I will be testing out and pretty much doing brush swatches of the LA Girl Born Exclusive palette. And it looks just like this. Has a really pretty like some sort of metal thing right here. And the information in the back, which says it has a total net weight of 1.66 ounces, 47 grams, and it has a 24-month shelf life. So I was on a no buy with Samantha here on YouTube, but as soon as I saw this palette online and I went to CVS to actually see the palette itself, I couldn't pass it. This palette is retailed for $20 and I got it for about $13 using my CVS coupons. And I mean, this is what the color scheme looks like, what the palette looks like as a general aspect. And it's got like, it has like your gold, it has your pinks, your purples, your blues, even has a black shade right there. It's got like Christmas colors to New Year's to like even Thanksgiving as well. And it says beauty begins the moment you decide to be yourself. And all the shades, they all have inspirational names. And I feel like Unique is one right here. And that shade. This shade is really stunning because it's almost like a metallic white. I don't know, it's just a beautiful palette. Like that's the shade right there. You could use that as a highlighter. I mean, that's super pretty. I just felt like I didn't have this palette in my collection that looks similar to the other palettes I have, if that makes any sense. And so yeah, it's just full of jewel tones. It's full of like, it's a great job of what LA Girl did. I heard that they did have another palette like this for the holidays, and a lot of people are saying that wasn't good. Some said that it was, but you can't get that palette anymore, so I chose to get this one. And I mean, based on using it just once, the shadows did stay, and the ones that I used was Authentic, Unique, and Humble. So I'll be showing brush swatches on my arm right here. I hope I could put all these shades in one arm. If not, I'll do the other as well, because it does have, how many does it have? Let's see. 35 shades. Wow, that's a lot. And basically this video is all about just showing this palette. Maybe you've never heard that LA Girl had another holiday palette. They do. It's in CVS. I believe they have it on their website as well. And so I'll also be showing a look using this palette. I'll see what I come up with. I just don't really know, but we'll find out. So the first shade I will take is called Individually, and I'll start that off as my transition shade. And for one thing I have noticed with the shadows is that they do have a lot of kickback. It's not anything too major, but like as you could see, this one did have some kickback, so to do something that I haven't been doing for like weeks. I mean, I don't remember the last time I even put on eyeshadow because I literally have just been waking up, go to classes, come back to work, do the homework after work. Like, it's a lot, and I just feel like at this point in the semester, I feel like I am working so hard to get the grade I really, really want, and I will not stop until I get there. So the shade is showing up nicely, like I feel like you could see it. I'm gonna take Outgoing, which is this one right here, and I'm gonna put it in my crease and see how well that goes for me. And I am going to be taking my ColourPop eyeshadow. It looks like a blending brush, but it should work in the crease. It's really nice. So far the mattes, they have blended out beautifully without me using this to blend. I mean, I'll just blend out the edges with this brush. But honestly, I don't even think it doesn't even need to be blended. I mean, that's how... This is a really great palette. I mean, wow. Next shade I am going to use is called Collective, which is this magenta, purpley, pink. It's like a pink purple shade. And put that in the outer corner. And I'm using a ColourPop E9 brush. And it looks like this. And I'll put that right here. Almost like in the outer corner. So this is what it looks like. So pretty. I just really, really love it. Okay, so next I was thinking of doing a little bit of a halo eye, but without the concealer, because I don't know what that's about. But first I'm gonna be taking Talented right here, and I'm gonna put it in between this eyelid and this eyelid. And then for the middle, I believe I will put Exclusive in the middle of my eyelid. And then we'll just go from there. It's not really doing it with the brush. I feel like it would be best to use my finger or to wet my brush, but I think because the shimmer itself is very soft. Let's see how it looks like with just my finger. I mean, it already feels really soft, like a ColourPop eyeshadow, but let me see. That showed up quite a bit. There's a little bit of fallout with the shimmer. I feel like my index finger is a little bit big on my eyelid, but I mean, that's really beautiful. You could see that's kind of like shining through. Okay, so for this, I actually did wet it, so see if it makes a difference. I think what I am going to do is switch to a much smaller brush. I feel like this brush is good for just applying all over the eyelid because I'm doing this in like little sections of my eye. I'm gonna take my Spectrum Bridal A16 brush, and it looks like this tiny little baby brush. And I'll see if that makes a difference. Let's see. And I'm using it dry now. Okay, so this is what it looks like so far. So there's pretty much different techniques on how you could apply these shimmers. I just find that applying it just softly with your finger, it will do. So next, I'm gonna be taking the shade Exclusive, and I'm gonna be putting that in the middle of my eye. It will almost look like a dusk sunset color. I actually really love sunsets, and I feel like, so yeah, like as I dip my brush in, if you could see, it has a mushy texture right here, and it's a little bit weird because it just reminds me of ColourPop, like their texture as well, and I'm not sure if that would be a sign if it will dry up. These shimmers in particular, it does give me that sense that maybe they would dry out within 2 years, but I mean, hopefully that's not the case, because then no one could really use an eyeshadow palette in 2 years. Maybe they could. Maybe, I don't know. So I am curious. I really, really want to see how this shadow performs with if I wet my brush with the shade. I'm just gonna see real quick and just spray it. And I'll see if like it changes the eyeshadow itself. Okay, you can kind of see it. Wow, that really made it. that really made it stand out. Oh, whoops. I'm going to be taking the shade Humble and putting that on my brow bone. Just to add some color underneath my eyelid right here, I'm going to be taking the shade Outgoing again and Collective. I'm going to put it together like right here. Okay, so lastly, I'm going to be taking my Sigma Smudge E21 brush, and I'm not sure which one to use. I think I will, okay, so I'll be taking this shade right here called Electric. I'm not sure what that word means, but it sounds like it's a happy word. Okay, that's pigmented. Super pretty. Okay, so for my last finishing touch, just to go with like the pink purple theme, I'm gonna be choosing the shade Sequin and putting that in between my halo eye right here, just because this is from Profusion. I've done a video about it, and I love these. I mean, it seems like they do the job if like you really want like an instant shimmer that will last all day. This will do. Okay, so that is it. This is my finished look. I am so happy how well this palette came out. I just honestly feel like if you get to know the eyeshadow formula well, I feel like you would love this palette. But overall, I love the palette. I would highly recommend it if you are in a no-buy or low-buy. No-buy, I don't know, this would be a great gift for like someone, for your family, for your friends, anyone who is a makeup lover. This palette is really, really good. So I want to thank you so much for watching. Thank you for taking your time and seeing this video. Subscribe, like the video if you like it, share if you want. But thank you so much. May you have a blessed Thanksgiving. I'm not sure when I'll film again, but I had time to film before everything comes to a close with classes and working, and I just want to wish you the best if you even watch this video. I mean, I don't really care if no one does. I just really love making content if I can, and I hope someday that my channel does go somewhere. But for now, this is a thank you for just taking the time to watch. So God bless. Have a great day, night, and bye. Okay, so here are all the brush swatches I did on my arm, and this is with Natural Light. as I said before, like as the example of like what I use with the shimmers, it's very, very, very pigmented if you just use your finger. And this one's called Exclusive, and it has that same creamy feel. And I believe the shade Exclusive was gonna be one of the first. Okay, so right here is a shade Exclusive with the brush Swatch. And I did it like 3 times. So here's my finger swatch, or if you use a dense brush, I put that over and you could see it a lot more clear than it was first, you know, when I was first done with the brush. But, so you do it like this. This is the second layer. So as you can see, you could build it up. And it comes out really pigmented just using your finger. So this is like just an example of the shimmers that you would have to be extra patient in getting that intense foiled pigmented glitter finish. But overall, this palette's beautiful. I love the color scheme. I'm very curious on what the Volume 1 palette looks like, but we can't get it anymore, so this would be like the Volume 2, and it's really, really pretty. Okay, so quick update. I did use the Unique eyeshadow shade. It's called Unique, and I used it as a highlighter, and look at what it did. It's like a subtle, but you can make it blinding, like as a highlighter. This palette, I feel like I'm going to be using it for a while, and I just wanted to share that quick back. Okay, goodbye. Also, here is a close-up on my eye look, just in case you couldn't see it from far away. It's a very glittery, and as you can see, my eye, underneath my eyelids, there's like no fallout from any of the eyeshadows I use, so that's pretty amazing. But here's what it looks like in natural, and a ring light as well for